This is a creative dance class. In creative dance, we make up our own movements. Our teacher gives us movement problems to solve. Our problem here is to make stretching movements. Each of us stretching in our own way. No two alike. Letting our movement, feeling, tell us what to do. Now we're making bending movements. Bending our bodies in all sorts of ways. These are twisting movements. We're showing the feeling of twisting. Each of us is making our own twisting dance. Now we're making flopping movements. Flopping and dropping all over the place. Now we're shaking. Arms, legs, everything. This is bouncing. Bouncing is fun. We love to bounce. Swinging movements have a regular back and forth feeling. We can each do our own swing. Or we can all swing together, saying swing, swing, swing. Here we're experimenting with turning movements. Finding interesting new ways of turning. Making a turning dance. The name of the dance is turning. Sometimes we do pulling and pushing movements. We try to make our movements strong. Jumping is like bouncing, only we go higher. What we're doing now is working on a combination of 3 different kinds of movement: turning, jumping, and falling. We can do 1 turn, 1 jump, 1 fall, in any way we want to, in any combination. We're practicing our combinations so that we can show them to one another. Eve is going to show us her combination. That was good. We'd like to see it again. Jump, turn, fall. Now we're going to see Kevin's. Let's see it again. That was a nice sideward fall. Debbie is next. That was interesting, but can she do it exactly the same way again? Not exactly, but it was a good movement. Who has a different combination? Joe? Do it again. In the center, so we can see it better. Some of us are not really jumping. We're hopping. A jump is on 2 feet. Who's next? Leslie? She did all 3 movements at the same time. Let's see it again. Marcellus, will you show us yours? Show it to us again. In the center. Our teacher is reminding us to pause at the beginning and at the end of every dance. He had 2 falls, one at the beginning and one at the end. Another basic body movement is rolling. We're discovering new ways to roll. Now we're creeping and crawling. Now we're going to walk and invent a new way of walking. Debbie will show us her new walk, and we'll all try to do it with her.
Da-da-dum, try it. Dum, da-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum.
We can hear the beat of our feet. Now we're going to run. Not too fast, just a comfortable pace. Sometimes our teacher likes to accompany us with her drum. We learn to run freely in the room. First, 2 at a time, shaping our paths so that they relate to each other. Then we run together in larger groups. Here, 3 of the boys are weaving a 3-part pattern. Now the whole group is running freely together. This is our group running dance. Sometimes we're given the problem of moving just one part of our body. Here, we're exploring movement of arms and hands. We're making arm and hand dances. Now we're moving just legs and feet. We could do it standing up, but lying down gives our feet and legs more freedom to move. Now we're seeing what kinds of movement our trunks can make. And this is movement for the whole body. Arms, hands, legs, feet, trunk, head. Everything moving all at once. In every class, we have a time of complete relaxation. We can relax standing, or sitting, or lying. Quietly. No movement at all. Making ourselves loose, soft, heavy. In creative dance, we learn to balance movement with no movement, tension with relaxation. And now our problem is to make slow movements, expressing the feeling of slowness. The opposite, fast movements. Now we're going to make large movements. Movements which use up a lot of space. And the opposite, small movements, using very little space. Every movement has a beat, and sound can help us feel it. We can clap the beat of our movement while we move around freely. The beat of our movement can be regular or irregular. Who will show us the difference? Nolan? First, a regular beat. Now an irregular beat. Now we'll all do an irregular beat. Now we're going to create a regular beat, starting individually, then all getting together in a clap dance. Sometimes we dance together in twos, making the same movements at the same time, with one leading and the other following. The leader tries to create movements which feel right for two people to do together, and the follower tries to make exactly the same movement. Some of us are going to show our dances. James and Nolan will be first. They have decided which one is going to lead. We face each other and move in a mirror relationship. Eve and Marcellus are showing us how they dance together. Can you tell who's leading? In this dance, Dora is leading and Colleen is following. We learn a lot by trying to feel each other's movements. We're going to see one more dance for two. Joe and Leslie. If both partners do well, it's hard to see which one is leading. We like to end our creative dance classes with a dance for the whole group. Today, we're making a circle dance, holding hands, with one of us leading. Our teacher tells us we did quite well.